My name's Cathy Caton and I am one of the founders and distillers of Brighton Gin, which is Brighton's first and only gin. All Things Brighton Gin have been going for a couple of years. The inspiration for it came a few years ago after a late night on the gin, and then the next day when I was reasonably sprightly and trotting around and thinking that actually gin is just the most forgiving, most brilliant of all spirits. I love the fact that you can behave quite badly on it, stay up late on it, but actually fully function the next day without too much of a repercussion. Thought that is a really Brighton thing. Brighton needs its own gin. So I was really fortunate through basically yapping on endlessly to various friends about, I want to do this gin and this is what I want it to be like, and I know how I want it to look and taste, but don't know how to do it. And one of my best mates said that I've met this amazing woman. We've just had a cigarette together and a glass of wine. She's fantastic. She works in wine and spirits. She really knows her stuff. She would have some good ideas about who you should talk to. And my friend Luby set us up on this work blind date, which was quite odd. We met in a pub down in Hove, and it was like a blind date to begin with once we'd worked out who each other was and had a few nervous drinks together. By the end of the night we'd gone, we should do this. Let's work together and make this happen. And there are many conversations in pubs around Brighton about doing stuff and making stuff happen, but this was one where the next day Helen got on the phone to me and said, right, okay, I'm serious, let's make it happen. I've got some ideas about how to go about this. Let's do it. We've just got our first national listing, courtesy of Harvey Nichols. Our main thing about Where Next is actually really still focusing on Brighton and its surrounds, because that's such an important bit to us. This is a gin for and of Brighton. It's got to be best known here than anywhere else. But we're gradually spreading out from Brighton. Got a few listings in London. Just come back from a thing in Brussels, and we're talking to an importer there about maybe taking us into Europe. But all of those things are kind of nice in the future. We've got to get a really solid base here first. I am a big believer in talking to people a lot, and it does mean that you get a lot of conflicting advice from folk, but you never know who you're going to be able to talk to, who will be able to help, or who you will be able to help in return. Researching the bobbins out of everything, and you probably get a different answer from a business partner, but for just planning. One of the things that we've found difficult, especially as things have got busier, is that there's never time to take your foot off the pedal and sit back and go, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? What's the process and strategy with stuff? Because we're flying around all over the place, making gin, waxing bottles, pedaling around, delivering them and making sales calls and stuff. So I think actually being able to plan, even if you deviate from it, having a plan, having a roadmap, I think would be a really good thing.